All aboard! Fasten your seatbelts, folks, because today we're off on a wild adventure to find some crazy clay. G'day Life Rockers, welcome back to Life Rocks TV. I am your host Jabba, and on today's episode we are heading off on an adventure to find some clay. Yes, we're going to visit my very dear friend Farmer Fred, who has some wild clay on his property that we can use to make some very creative sculptures of our own. So enjoy the show. All right, Life Rockers, here I am down on a farm in Kangaroo Ground. We're looking for Farmer Fred to see if we can find some wild clay here on the property. Ah, here he is now. G'day, Farmer Fred.
Hey, g'day.
I hear you're a man to speak to about some wild clay.
Sure am. But first you've got to fit into the farm, have some grass and chew on that.
All right, we're chewing grass. Hang on, there's some kids over there chewing grass. Here we are on Farmer Fred's farm. We're going to be collecting some clay, and we've found some kids that are going to join us for the big adventure. What's your name?
Marlo.
We've got Marlo, and your name?
Kaya.
Kaya. So with our adventure crew assembled, it's time to look for some clay. Okay, we are taking our boots off because our tootsies might get a little bit wet.
So what is clay? Clay is formed by volcanic rock that has been broken down by water and wind and other conditions to smaller and smaller pieces.
So I found a rock and I'm pretty sure it's definitely clay. I found a really good patch!
So here's a really good example of a cross-section of soil. Up here you can see the organic layer where all the greenery is growing. And we really need that for our trees to grow, and of course, so much of our food grows on plants. Down here is a clay layer and what we use in everyday items like cups and bowls. So other things that you can find in soil is minerals like this quartz that we use to make glass from. We can also find metals that we can melt down and make cars with.
Blimey!
And rocks that we can crush and break down and make roads from.
Ladies and jelly beans, we call this the clay handshake. Lovely to meet you.
Don't know.
Oh, you got me.
Okay, now don't move, I'll pick you up.
Some nice clay has been found. I've got some clay. Kaya, have you got some clay?
A little bit.
A little bit? All right, we are ready to process this clay and then we're going to use it to make some creative sculptures. How does that sound?
That sounds fun. I don't have any.
Oh, here we go. There you go, sir. Some clay for you.
Too hard.
Too hard. That's because we haven't processed it yet. So let's go and process some clay. So over to you, Farmer Fred.
First thing you do is collect your clay and put it in a container. But as you can see, there's still rocks and sticks in the clay. So next step, we put some water into our clay container. So the water allows us to separate the rocks and sticks from the clay. So now we're going to mix it up. And luckily it's just in this jar, so now we can just shake it up. And so what's going to happen, all the heavier particles are going to sink to the bottom and the clay is going to stay in the water. So after 5 minutes, what we'll do is take a sieve and pour it into another container. As you can see here, the sieve removes all the bigger particles.
24 hours later.
So 24 hours later, you can see the clay is separated out. So now we can carefully pour the water out and leave our clay to dry. Now we're going to do that process on a much bigger scale.
So we have got our clay. Now we're going to make some art with the help of Life Rock's resident artist, Jean-Luc Delafluc.
Can I get some silence here on set? Okay, action.
Action.
Oh, hello everybody! Here we are with our beautiful children, and today we are going to be doing a very special activity. We are going to be making sculptures with the clay that the kids have found. Farmer Fred, would you come on over with the clay, s'il vous plaît?
Yeah.
Oh, I did a rhyme accidentally. S'il vous plaît is French for please, just so you know. What is going to happen? You are going to make a sculpture, Farmer Fred, you as well. And at the end, you are going to present your sculpture to me, Jean-Luc Toloflouk, to see if your sculpture will make it into the International Museum of Children Artists. Let the clay begin. Farmer Fred, do you like working with clay?
Yeah, I love working with clay.
Wow, you must be very down to earth then. Did you like my joke?
Yes, it's pretty funny.
I don't agree.
You don't think it was a funny joke?
No, I think it was a hilarious joke.
Oh, you think it was hilarious? Oh, this is how we laugh in France. What are you thinking?
We're making it into a tree, actually.
Oh, so you are not making a house anymore, you are making a tree.
On a hill.
But you know, a tree is a house for some different animals. Do you know which animals live in the tree?
Koala.
Oui, the koala. Anything else?
Penguin.
Penguin. I don't know if I've ever seen a penguin living in a tree before. Okay, I'm here now with Kaya, and she has made a beautiful creation. What am I looking at here?
A caterpillar.
Yes, I can see. And what type of caterpillar is it?
It's a spiky caterpillar with a crystal on its back.
And it's got a crystal on its tushy? It has a crystal tushy. Oh, I've never seen it before in my life. Okay, you know what? I have never seen anything like this before. So you are going to be welcomed in to the International Gallery of Young Children Artists in Paris. Would you like to come?
Nope.
Oh, you don't want to
I'm just kidding,
come?
I'll come.
Because that is something an artist would say.
Yes, I'm just kidding, I will come.
Ah, très bien, very good. Okay, garçon, have you finished your sculpture?
Yes,
And what am I looking at here?
an overgrown tree. These are the branches, and you can see
Oh,
there's
I
a
can see that.
branch going out of the
All the way
branch.
up here.
There's a beehive.
Oh, there's a beehive in there as well. Wow, it is very creative sculpture. And do you know what? I would love to have this in the exhibition for famous children artists happening in Paris later this year. Congratulations! You are going to France. Okay, Farmer Fred, you really seem to be taking your time over here. It's a little bit slow. What are you making?
I'm making a turtle.
I thought for a moment you were about to have a French accent as well. I thought you were from Australia, Farmer Fred.
Hey, g'day. Yeah, I'm a farmer Fred from Australia, and
He said good day, he must really be from Australia.
Australia.
And you have made something here today?
I made a turtle.
I see, so that's why it was so slow to make. Oh, those turtles are very slow. What do you think of the turtle, Malo?
Very, 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 very bad, because it's good.
Hang on a minute, that was a little bit cryptic. I don't know exactly what you are saying. I think he is trying to compliment you in a roundabout way. Thank you everybody for joining us on today's episode. Au revoir.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Life Rocks TV. And I would love to set that same challenge to all of you watching to go outside, see if you can find some wild clay and make a sculpture of your own. We'll see you on the next episode. Be sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos. And whatever you do not forget that life rocks. Okay, bye.
Bye bye, bye bye. Bye bye, bye.
Okay, it's time to break for lunch. I'm going to get my baguettes and I'll see you all later. Au revoir.